Hey Brianna, so this is the first question from your handout. Calculate the pressure and atmospheres required to compress a sample of helium gas from 20.9 liters at 1 atmosphere to 4 liters. And so for a lot of these chapter 5 problems, what I've found helps students is if in the middle of the problem, like on the problem, if you go ahead and identify what is what variable. So it says, so they want us to get a pressure, and we're starting out with the helium gas at a certain volume and at a certain pressure. And then it's going to go to a different volume, and they want to know the pressure that's going to happen at that different volume. So now I've identified all 4 of my variables and I put them right here. Okay, so an equation that gets used a lot in this chapter is P times V over T with 1, 1, 1 and then 2, 2, 2. And the way I always remember it is I think of the word pivot. Like when you read top to bottom, right? So P-I-V-O-T, the word pivot. Somehow that helps me remember what order the P, the V, and the T go into. So this problem is only using pressure and volume, the P and the V. So I can just circle that part and make it an equation on its own, which I put here. And that's the equation that uses Boyle's law. So I'm going to plug in my numbers into my equation. 1 atmosphere, 20.09. The second P is what we're trying to find, and then 4 liters. And then to get the P by itself, right now it's multiplied by the 4. So I need to do the opposite of multiplication, and I need to divide by the 4. So that's what I did here. And so these 4's will cancel out, and it's going to leave me with P. So I multiply these 2 and divide by this, and my pressure is in atmospheres. So I recommend that you look at this to work the next 2 problems. If the next 2 problems give you just, like if the next problem gives you just pressure and temperature, then you'll pretend the V's not there, and it'll be P over T equals P over T. But if it just gives you, let's say, volume and temperature, then it'll be V over T equals V over T. But I wanted to quickly talk about cross-multiplying with you because it occurred to me that maybe cross-multiplying is something that might cause you problems. I don't know if you know how to cross-multiply or not. So let's say we have a number over a number equals a number, and then we're trying to find this one. So you crisscross and you say 2 times question mark and put that on one side equals 3 times 4. And then you can divide both sides by the 2 in order to get the question mark by itself, just like you would in number 1 that I just did. Okay, so I encourage you to work number 2 and 3 and to text me your answers. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot. I calculated it, and I put down what I found the answers to be. And if you don't get that, then you can text me, and I can do a video explaining number 2 and number 3. Okay.